Otherwise, it doesn't count. If you're doing it without doing the two higher tones, it does not count. I am you have to. Otherwise, it doesn't fucking count. So, yeah, I didn't do the fucking giveaway this weekend. You know what happened? I could go on a tangent. I was playing the Xbox One version of Madden. Fucking A. So now I have the Xbox Series S version. I was trying to go online and play crossplay with a friend of mine, Josh's kid. And, yeah, figured out why. Real cool. So now the game's fucking completely different. Feels different. My plays come up differently. Everything's different. So now I'm relearning. Fucking sucks. But give me like 3 or 4 days, honestly, and I'll probably be kind of back. Just annoying. Annoying, guys. What the fuck? But anyway, that's a different talk for a different day. Today I was having a conversation with our homeboy, Stampede Gaming, and he asked me a question that I did not answer purposely because I was going to put it on What's Really Who? So I'm on my way to work, and he said he knows I'm a purist and I don't like to look things up. So he said, Dan, he's having trouble on a game right now. And he said, Dan, how long does it take till you and people like Back in the Day Gamer look things up? How long does it take? Well, yeah, he's correct. Do you guys look things up, first of all? Like, what do you do? Me, I really don't like to. Oh my gosh, I really don't like to. The most scouting I do for a game, it's called scouting, is like, for instance, WrestleQuest. I want to know where I'm at in the game. There's a guy that posted a long play. So I'll go through there and I'll see where I'm at. I'll be like, okay, how long do I have? Just for my own sake. Sometimes if I'm playing a retro game, I'll go, okay, I got to stage 5. How many stages are there? So I'll look up the instruction manual, see if all the stages are in there, because sometimes in retro games they are. Otherwise, I'll look up a walkthrough and I'll see where's the stages at, how many there are. That's all I want to see. How close am I? So it depending on the game, I'll look it up. Just to scout and see how long of the game is this, where am I at, things like that. Definitely not like how to beat anything. I don't watch videos on ways to spam stuff. Listen, if I do that, I'll beat it so quickly. You know what I mean? Because I can easily mimic what somebody else is doing. I know T-Belly, he said the same thing one time. He watched my no death run of Double Dragon 2 before he played, and I forget why. I think he said straight up, like, I'm gonna see how long this game is or what the last guy's like, just so I can watch Dan do it or something like that. He had some kind of reason. And, yup, he wouldn't beat it the first fucking time I think he got there. I'm pretty sure it was the first time. And he was like, dude, he came on the box the next day and was like, dude, you're so right. That you should never look things up, because, man, it was so easy after I looked it up. Because I'm just looking at what you're doing. And I'm like, yeah, that's why I don't. And it kind of ruins it. Once you know it, too, you know it. You know what I mean? It's like, it can't go away in your brain. Of course you're going to do it, you know? So that's the kind of scouting I do. I just want to see how long the game is. If I'm going to start RoboCop for the Xbox, I might look up a long play and just look at how much time it is. Oh, okay, a guy beat it in 8 hours. Okay, that means it'll probably take me 12 or 13. You know, because this guy in the long play, he knows where he's going and what to do. I don't. This is a blind playthrough. So I'll just look at stuff like that. But I don't always do that. I'll be honest with you, usually it's after the fact. Usually I play a game like Batman Forever, and I got what I felt was pretty far, and then I look up and I see where was I at, and I'm like, oh fuck, I still got a lot more to go. I'm only right here. And I'll go in the video and I'll cruise up to where, yep, I've done it. Okay, I'm right here. And then I'll look and see how much time is left in the video and be like, oh fuck, that homeboy still got 30 minutes left in the game. I'm not even close. You know what I mean? Because these people that post the long plays and the full playthroughs, they usually know know what the fuck they're doing, and they sort of are speeding through it because they know the game so well. Where my stuff's blind most of the time, so I'm going to go a lot slower, So anyway, that's kind of the only thing I do. Now, have I ever come to a bump in the road where I have to look something up? Rarely, and I can literally only think of one game, and that is Castlevania 2 Simon's Quest. And I did a lot of research. It really bothered me to look it up. Before I looked it up, I'm like, all right, man, what do I do here? You know what I mean? I started looking up. There are websites dedicated to translating the bullshit in that game. There is another version that is translated that you can buy that tells the things correctly. There's people that have made maps. That game is beyond cryptic. It's just beyond, man. Anybody, I'll be honest with you, who says that they beat that game legitimately without looking things up, I don't know, man. I don't know if I believe you. That's just me. I don't think I do. If you beat it a long time ago, I knew some people that said they beat it when they were kids and stuff. You guys probably went to Nintendo Power and, Volume 2, because in issue number 2 had Simon's Quest. You probably looked in there. You probably got some ideas. You watched GamePro on TV and they were talking about it. You either that or somebody called Nintendo. I just don't think you can figure it out. It would be so fucking hard, man. I don't even know if you can get lucky, man, with some of the shit in that game. The laying the garlic by the graveyard, very random, dude. Taking the blue pearl out, going to the side of that wall and kneeling for fucking 10 seconds or whatever it is, and then the tornado comes and grabs you. I mean, that's the infamous one. I don't think you figured that out. I don't. I'm sorry. If you did, and you're watching this video and you went, dude, I've beaten Simon's Quest 2 legitimately. I know Lit Gaming used to say he did. I don't believe you, man. I'm sorry. The odds are against you. I don't believe you. I just don't. And if you beat Simon's Quest nowadays, it doesn't necessarily count, because don't tell me you've never heard of the tornado thing. Everybody knows about that trick or that secret. Everybody knows now. AVGN showed you. Everybody showed you, So, anyway, that is the only time I did. Super Metroid, I came very close, because for like 4 or 5 hours, it was probably 2 times sitting down for like 2 hours, I played the game and I was stuck. And I'm like, I'm blowing up every little nook and cranny. I'm fucking doing every little fucking thing, and I cannot fucking figure it out, dude. I'm like getting pissed. And I told myself the 3rd time sitting down, I said, if I don't figure it out this time, I'm unfortunately going to have to look it up. I said, I can't figure this out. And it was where you got to blow up the vessel with the Mega Bomb. And I fucking tried it, bro, and it worked. And I wish I would have been recording when I figured that out, because boy, did I like cheer out. I was like, oh, dude, yes! And let me tell you, for how much I like Super Metroid and how it's one of my favorite Super Nintendo games, a big portion of me enjoying that game, a big portion of me loving that game is from me figuring that out. So, my whole point in saying that is, sometimes trying to grind things out and figure it out, it feels so good when you figure it out, though. It's such a good feeling when you figure it out. There is not a good feeling whatsoever when you look things up. There's no reward. There's no yes. Not at all, because you looked it up. It's just like, okay, yep, gotta do that. It's kind of like, in my opinion, using save states. It's that same type of feeling that there's no sense of accomplishment because you're just cheating. You know what I mean? So when you figure it out for real, and this is why I tell people to kind of try harder to figure it out, because the reward, the satisfaction you feel from figuring that out, I'm telling you, it's awesome, dude. It's like, fuck yeah, you know, it's like when you just try to, like when you accomplish anything you've been working on for a while, it feels good, man, and it's good to try at things, and it's good to figure that out. I want to say there was a Game Boy Advance Castlevania 2 where I almost looked it up because there was one of Dracula's parts that I could not find. You know, I couldn't find it, dude. So yeah, that was another thing, but I didn't look it up. I ended up finding it, and it was in a super dumb spot. Like, I missed it a million times. I walked past it a million times. It was like, you know, fucking Dracula's toenail or something. Which, hey man, you know, shout out to whoever that was in that Castlevania. I'd have a hard time finding a toenail too. Fucking hey, you're trying to search this giant castle for a fucking toenail? Damn. I think it was a toenail. I don't remember. It might have been his fingernail or something. Even if it's the fingernail, I'm still saying the toenail because it's funnier. But anyway, I'm about at work, guys. Back at the old work day. I did not post yesterday. I'll be posting that video. Might do it too for, we'll see. I feel like that's too much for you guys to watch in one day of listening to me go, what will but, yeah, do I look things up? I mean, the answer is a hard ass no. But if I had to, if I seriously couldn't figure it out, it'd probably be if I sat down, like, I mean, you're talking like 6 hours and I couldn't find what the fuck to do. Then I would. But I've never had that. Usually when you work on it, man, for long enough, you can fucking figure it out. Believe me. Believe it or not. You could fucking figure it out. Trust in yourself. Fucking try hard. Seriously. Figure it out. It's just people just don't want to try. That's what it is. You don't have patience. And I don't want to hear none of that. I don't have time. Yes, you do. You have the rest of your life. And anytime you're playing fucking video games, you're working on that one. It ain't going to kill you to spend, let's just say, 4 hours trying to figure something out. It's fucking 4 hours, okay? You spend 3 hours watching football. I mean, Jesus, you have time. Relax. But yeah, anyway, guys. I'm going to get naked. I'll talk to you.